I'd be interested to hear how you design your environment to help you move towards that goal, that fire goal.
Mhm. Yeah, also in that essay, so I had this little graph, and then the pathway towards like financial independence or post economic independence is like the one is like to make a lot of money. So and then the other one is like to become a monk. So those are two access. So one is like to grow wealth. Second one is to master your desires. And so I've been like the fire movement has been interesting to me because of that. Although I'm not like I couldn't speak about it with some expertise because I don't think I really have practiced it. But I have some friends who like have been their lives have been changed because of fire. And one it's not only because of like the focus on financial education, like you know how to play with your money. It's because of I think minimalism as well. Some of them even say fire is minimalism, minimalism is fire. So there is that also like that aspect of I guess it's also part of Jerusalem. It's part of like Athens. Minimalism is like a I guess simplified version of like being detached. Living simply, and all these virtues that we learn from Athens, Jerusalem. So that was what attracted me to fire. But and then so I guess my playbook there is to try to do both. Like as an entrepreneur, I mean, what you're doing is really just automating two things. One is the creation of value, and second is the acquisition of customers. That's basically you're building a system that does that. You get customers, and you create value for them by hiring people, by process, by technology. So that was my playbook for creating value. But you don't find a playbook for mastering desire from the world of entrepreneurship. So I find it somewhere else. So that was like one was like this virtue ethics. It's classic. Second one is like my recent discovery is like mimetic desire. So the what I learned in the past decades is really like um, designing your environment and your habits as well. So since we couldn't really remove mimetic desire, you have no choice. You will copy the desires of people around you. So what you could choose is to be around people whose desires you want to copy. So that's maybe the main thing. It's like, and it's not only like actual individuals or like people existing right here and now. It could be it could be books, it could be models that you follow online. So it's like you want to design the people whose desires you want to copy. And again, going back to those my experience of my own conversion in my teens, it's like I was just following. It's like this is how to be a good Christian, but now from the lens of hermetic theory, it's like you you read the Bible, you pray, it's like you're actually mimicking a model, which is Christ, or or if you're a Buddhist, you're following Buddha, or whatever. It's like you have all these different models through these practices, you are desiring what they desire. So that's one. And then my daily practice is really just asking myself when I do my prayer. It's like, okay, today was the number one thing I should do for my loved ones. That's the right one thing. What's the number one thing I should be doing for my work? And what habit should I be working on today? So that's like the way I designed my focus. Like today, this is focus. This is the focus. And then in terms of like like designing my environment to desire what I feel is my calling. It's like actually I stopped hanging out with entrepreneurs before. It's like they were all like I was always with them, and they were my buddies. But luckily during the pandemic, like I moved to a new city, and since since I feel this is my calling to seek truth and speak truth, so I've just been surrounding myself with writers, people who I mean it's mostly in the internet, but it's like it's the same thing. I mean, I read their words, we exchange ideas, and they're becoming my models. So that's basically the whole thing. And then like these in my church group, so we have this like regular retreats and recollections. So that helps me like zoom out and like see like how could I redesign my environment, my system, so that I am more exposed to the good and like fix the problems there. So that's basically what's been working for me. I mean, I didn't know that these practices in my church group was like work that way. But now looking at it from like this productivity and at lifestyle design, and memory desire perspectives, like oh, this is like this is why it works.